Jonathan here to review the classic, amazing horror film, The Wicker Man, starring Nicolas Cage. Wait, we're reviewing John Wick, not The Wicker. Oh, wrong movie. Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Stub Reviews, and today we will be reviewing the new 2014 action/revenge movie, John Wick. So John Wick is basically about a guy who's had an interesting past and he's living a subtle life when all of a sudden a group of thugs break into his house, kill his dog, and steal his car. And he decides to go on a revenge rampage to find out who did it and to absolutely destroy anyone who's in his way. And is this movie a ton of fun? Yes, absolutely. I've had more fun watching John Wick in a theater than any other movie I've watched all year, period. So, the story, like I said, is about guy gets his car stolen, his dog killed, and he goes off on a revenge path to go out and kill those responsible. And it's very simple. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it, but it does build a very interesting world revolving around crime, and there's certain rules and where you can assassinate people. It gets pretty deep for a movie that's only an hour and a half long, but I can't really spoil anything, so let's go ahead and go on to the acting. So the acting in this movie is great. All around, Keanu Reeves kills it, delivering a lot of emotion, which is really surprising, especially since the plot seems pretty stupid at first, but once you see what's going on and why he's actually taking out the guys, it makes a lot more sense. You have a few other people that do a great job, especially one of this older guy, I'll put his face back here, that kind of guides Keanu Reeves towards a few things in the movie, and he does a really good job. Besides that, that's all I have to say about the acting. Now let's go on to the action. So the action in John Wick is possibly the best I've seen this year, maybe besides The Raid. It's very well done. All the action is realistic. There's a lot of gunfights in this movie. Like 98% of all the action revolves shooting a weapon of some sorts, and I was really concerned that they weren't going to reload, but this movie was very realistic, especially in its terms of how they count their shots, they reload, everything is kill shot, there's barely any face punching, which in real life does nothing. So it really convinced me that John Wick was a very capable and professional killer, which a lot of movies have failed to do, and this just glued me to the screen the entire time. I also want to give a big shout out to Keanu Reeves. Yet again, he did an awesome job with stunts. It takes a lot to go through all the motions, especially when they look so convincing like in John Wick, where you feel like your face is getting broken in. You're like, oh gosh, I really hope your jaw just didn't come off. But great stunt work throughout. And finally, let's go ahead and get to the directing. The directing in this movie is top-notch. All the shots are done beautifully. There's no shaky cam. All the action is shot very well. And it has a very dark but very stylish kind of nightclub filter over it the entire time, which is really cool, especially for this kind of a movie. So overall, John Wick is one of the year's most fun and entertaining action movies, with very few flaws. The only thing that I forgot to mention was that the end felt a little bit tacked on, a little bit longer than it needed to be, but besides that, John Wick was awesome, which is why I'm going to award John Wick a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So, how'd you like the review? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Make sure to let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to click our Twitter link. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please do. Also, subscribe to the channel and like this video if you haven't done so already. And last thing, we also are selling Stubmasters fan gear, which that means shirts, pins, mugs, hoodies, you name it. Chances are it's there, so make sure to check that out. There's going to be a link to that on the channel banner as well in the comment box below, or the description below, my bad. Alright, it's Jonathan here, reviewing John Wick. Have an excellent day.